With that, I'll turn it over to Rick. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, Matt. Matt Cusack, related to John Cusack? Joan Cusack? All right, so anyway, my name is Rick DeRico, and a couple of things of house cleaning, first of all, or housekeeping, whatever you call it. Did anyone here are they missing their keys? So it's a purple lanyard. If your keys are on a purple lanyard, go to the back entrance area, and I believe that's where you will get them. So a couple quick things. So my name is Rick DeRico. I wear two hats. I am the Director of Public Relations at TransFinder. And so if anybody is looking for a job specifically in tech, there's Liz and our COO, Joe Messia over there, and you can go see them and we'll give you a job. Number two, I'm also the Managing Director of the New York Biz Lab, which is a business accelerator. And several of the companies that are presenting here we have a connection with, and we're very excited. So if we have an event coming up on Monday called Jumpstart Your Startup, and it's about growing your company through sales. So if you want to go, it's 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the morning. If you go to tiny URL, BizLab Jumpstart, you see it on the table, you can get in, and if you bring we're doing a fundraiser. So if you bring canned goods or something, you'll get in, okay? So you want to go to this, it's going to be great. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. All right, so without further ado, does anybody here have a pickup truck? Nobody here has a pickup truck in this whole room? Okay, do you get a lot of requests to move things because you have a pickup truck? Well, you can make some money with that pickup truck now. We're going to bring up company number one called Truxx, Carlos Suarez. And basically, the way he describes it is, it's Uber meets U-Haul, connecting people who need to move stuff with people who own pickup trucks or vans. Without further ado, give it up for Carlos.
Hello. So my name is Carlos Suarez, and the easiest way to understand what it is that Truxx does is to think Uber meets U-Haul. We connect people that need to move stuff that's too big to fit in their car with people who own pickup trucks or vans. The problem that we solve is one that almost everyone has experienced at some point in their life, whether you've gone to buy something or move something that's too big to fit in your car. And although e-commerce is playing an ever-increasing role in the retail environment, over 80% of large items are still bought at brick and mortar stores. The problem is that more than half of the people that own a vehicle today don't own one that's big enough to transport these items. And in some metropolitan areas, more than half of the people don't even own a vehicle at all. This has left a gap in the market that's itching for a solution that lie between the cumbersome process of traditional truck rental and expensive delivery fees. So let's say you need to move something that doesn't fit in your car. You simply launch our app and request the truck. One of our drivers will accept the job and make his way to your location. Your truck's driver will then transport your item to your preferred drop-off location, and you're charged via the app. All of our drivers undergo DMV background checks and are GPS tracked via their phones, so the user can see where their driver is at all times. For now, to keep costs low, we only carry cargo and not people, but our insurance does cover any lost or broken items. We have 2 price points. Our first is $20 for 30 minutes, and this is if you don't need help loading your item. Let's say it's just a big screen TV and it doesn't fit in your Civic. Our second is $30 for 30 minutes, and this is for if you have a sofa or a futon that you need to carry up to the second floor, the driver can help you do that. All transactions are completed through the app via PayPal or credit card, and the driver keeps 75% of every transaction. We keep the other 25%. Last year, U-Haul reported over $2 billion in truck rentals alone. This is up almost 100% from 2008. There are also an estimated over 120 million large items purchased at brick and mortar every year. And these aren't including items that are already delivered, like household appliances. These are home goods and large electronics that are bought at the Targets, Walmarts, and Costco's of the world. There were also over 23 million small local moves. These are moves within a county, and that was reported last year. So how do we tap into these markets? We're a young company with a relatively new type of service. So we go after early adopters. The best early adopters for local small moves are college students. There are between 10 and 12 million students that are required to move in and out of their dorms every year. We create brand ambassadors that are resident assistants or college kids that live on campus that can evangelize the service and convenience that our brand offers. For retail, we created a much sought after answer to Amazon's Prime delivery and removed the purchase barrier online and in-store by offering on-demand, same-day delivery for large items. And for the DIY consumer, we offer a much more convenient solution to the problem that they currently face. And that problem is that while it's true that Lowe's and Home Depot will deliver your $2,000 refrigerator, they won't deliver 2 sheets of plywood, some drywall, or a grill. Truxx will. So we do have some competition on the West Coast that are doing similar things as Truxx in a slightly different way. But right now on the East Coast, our closest competition is U-Haul. But with their cumbersome process and hidden fees like gas and mileage, Truxx is the clear and convenient choice. Before we started building the app, we put together a social media campaign to see what people felt about the idea. Maybe sign up some drivers. Since we've signed up over 130 drivers. Most of our drivers are in the greater New York City area, Syracuse, Boston, and Miami. We're also in talks with a national retailer to provide delivery in one store in central New York. Since we don't have a huge marketing budget, the press has really been our friend. We've been on the local NBC channel as well as Time Warner News, and I recently did an interview with Simon Perez on SciTech Now, which is WCNY, local PBS station, and that'll be airing this month or next month. So we're up and running in Syracuse. We have paying customers. We have over 130 drivers. Version 1.2 of our iPhone app is going to be released this month. Android is being released in April. And in May, we plan to do a full launch in New York City. As well as the retail pilot in central New York. Our forecasts show that we'll either break even or even make a profit by the second year and exceed $5 million by year 4. And we've been able to accomplish all of this with under $18,000, most of which has been personal investment, some friends and family. But to really put some gas on this little tiny fire that we've created, we're seeking a round of $540,000, which $100,000 has been committed by Z80 Labs in Buffalo. This is our team. I'm an industrial designer by background, but my expertise is in user experience design and product development. Matt Chatterton is our CMO. He's the former vice president of marketing and brand communications at Welch Allen. Anthony is our lead developer. He's a full stack developer and experienced CTO. Our advisory board consists of Jim Dispenza, former brand manager of Bayer. He's our marketing advisor. Aaron Goddard is our tech advisor, and he's the current CTO of GiveGab.com. Robert Helfrich, our corporate development advisor, led corporate development at Welch Allen and has his own firm now. And Brad Hall is our strategic development advisor, and he is an executive vice president at Chase Design and Skinny Atlas. So that's my presentation, and if you ever need this service, please go ahead and use it. We always appreciate feedback. Thank you.
Any other questions? Since this is a market with a low barrier to entry, are you the market leader or are you second in this market right now?
Can you rephrase the question?
Since this market has a low barrier to entry, are you the market leader or are you second in the market? Who's your nearest competitor that is, who's first in the race right now?
Our nearest competitor, and probably the most successful, is in LA. And they're the most doing similar things. We say that our closest competitor on the East Coast is U-Haul, but it's not really a competition. I mean, we are a competition in the sense that they provide trucks. But we provide a service. We don't only provide trucks, but we provide people to help move the stuff. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Uber's run into some trouble with insurance for their drivers. How are you proposing dealing with that, and also with like injuries? If someone is lifting a TV and they hurt their back, what are you doing about that?
So right now, with our limited budget, we are only promising insurance for cargo. But we are in, a part of the raise is to fund insurance. It would be supplemental. It'd be like what Uber offers. So it'd be insurance for the driver's vehicle from the time they pick up the drop off, and insurance for the driver as well in case he gets hurt. But for now, I mean, we do have a very extensive user policy that they have to sign off on.
If I'm a driver, does the half hour start when I pick up the load, or does it start on my way to the load?
That's a great question. Yes, the half hour starts when you pick up. But if the drop off is 10 minutes away, it's still $30 if you help them. So most people buy within a 15 to 20 mile radius, within 15 to 20 minutes away. There's always a Home Depot 15 to 20 minutes away. I mean, in Batavia, maybe not, but in Syracuse and the New York City area, Miami, South Florida, usually, you know, a Home Depot or Walmart within a certain area. So the ideal situation would be that you make multiple pickups, at least 2 an hour. You could probably get in 3, and then you'd be making pretty good money.
Do you have any plans to move into trailer hitch design or trucks with trailers on them? Sorry, I'm up here.
Yeah. No, that's a great question as well. Yeah, all of our drivers that sign up now, we ask them if they have a trailer, and that's just really for our information, for us to gather information for now. Right now, the app sends out to all drivers in your area, and first come, first served. Whoever accepts it first gets it. So that's trucks and vans of any size. But we do plan in the future to have an update that would be more like what Uber is. So Uber offers Uber X, which is like a Civic or a Camry, black car, which is like a town car, and SUV, which is like a Yukon. So we plan to offer pickup truck, van, trailer, box truck, that kind of thing, so people can pick.
If you do plan on going into trailers and box trucks, how do you plan on counteracting any competition with companies like UShip? Which is essentially their long distance shippers.
Yeah, we right now we're very focused on short moves, so not really long distance. Yeah.
Just one final quick question. So Uber, the New York State and the Department of Transportation don't allow Uber to operate outside New York City. Are you guys able to, because you're doing Truxx, is that different? Or would you have to get regulatory approval to operate from the state?
We have the advantage that there's not a huge trucking lobby, so we're kind of under the radar. There's no truckers picketing, you know, they're signing up, they're not picketing. So, yeah, we have that advantage. It may become a problem in the future, but I think Uber's kind of trying to figure out how to sort that out.
Thank you very much.